Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, allow us to present the results of our project-based learning entitled Process Design for Hexamine Production from Ammonia and Formalin. Before continuing the presentation, allow us to introduce ourselves. I am Dea Shafira and my group members are
I am Alin Junarti.
My name is Baki Slametula Manoa.
My name is Marisa Salsabila.
My name is Alia Putri Syakirina.
Okay. The background in project-based learning is industry in Indonesia is growing rapidly with advancements in technology, especially the chemical industry, which plays an important role in health, economy, and security. To meet national demand, new plants are needed, including a hexamine production plant. Hexamine is an essential chemical used in explosive, defense, mining, antiseptic, resins, the rubber industry, and textile. Its wide application makes hexamine a strategic product in various industrial sectors.
Okay guys, the next process description. For the process description, which consists of 3 stages. In the first stage, raw material preparation. Aqueous ammonia storage in the ammonia storage tank T101 is fed into a mixer M111 to prepare an ammonia solution for the reactor. Before entering the reactor, the ammonia solution is heated using the ammonia heater E113 to equalize the feed temperature. Formaldehyde solution from PT Intan Wijaya International is kept in the formaldehyde storage tank T121. The second stage, hexamine formation. Ammonia and formalin are fed into a reactor molar ratio, producing hexamine. Heat is removed by cooling water. The product is depressurized to prevent decomposition. Then concentrated in evaporator, the resulting slurry goes to centrifuge to separate hexamine crystals, which are sent to purification. The third stage will be present by Alia.
Okay, the last, purification and product storage stage. In this stage, each piece of equipment is identified by an equipment tag number, which is a standard code used in industrial plants. The hexamine product is purified using a rotary dryer, identified as a RD301. The rotary dryer operates based on direct contact between the material and hot air flowing to rotary drum. The hot air is supplied by a blower identified as G302. During the drying process, the remaining moisture is evaporated, producing hexamine with a purity of up 99%. After drying, the product is transported by a cooling conveyor, identified as B311, and then fed into a ball mill, identified as a BM312. The ball mill reduces the hexamine crystal into a fine powder. The powdered hexamine is subsequently passed through a screen, identified as 312, which controls the particle size to 700 microns, or 25 Fs. The screening process produces oversized and undersized. The undersized product is sent to a silo, identified as T401. The silo is used temporary storage before product is packed into 25 kg hexamine bag. Finally, the package examined in stored the warehouse and transported by truck for distribution to the market.
The next is hexamine is produced using the Alexander F. McLean method. This process is operated continuously using a continuous stirred tank reactor. The reaction is carried out at a temperature of 20 to 70 degrees Celsius with a residence time of 5 to 30 minutes until the pH reaches a stable condition. The optimal operating condition is achieved at pH of 7 to 8. The raw material used in this process are formaldehyde and ammonia with a molar ratio of 3 to 2. Under this condition, the process can achieve a yield of up to 95% and conversion of approximately 98%. The reaction is as follows: 6 mol of formaldehyde react with 4 mol of ammonia to produce hexamine and 6 mol of water. The reactor outlet steam is then sent to a vacuum evaporator operating at 20 inch of mercury absolute, which function to concentrate the hexamine solution. After that, the mixture enters a centrifugal filter and the filter is returned to the evaporator to improve process efficiency. The feed solution consists of 37% formaldehyde and 20% ammonia. Since the reaction is exothermic, cooling is required to maintain stable operation condition.
Next, in this presentation, I will explain the process flow diagram of hexamine production. I will start from the raw material preparation, followed by the reaction process, and finally the purification and storage of the product. First, I will explain the raw material preparation stage. Ammonia is stored tank in liquid from a temperature of minus 33.35 degrees Celsius and atmospheric pressure. The ammonia is mixed using mixer to obtain a 20% ammonia solution, which is required as the reactor feed. Before entering the reactor, the ammonia solution is heated in heater to 36 degrees Celsius so that the feed temperature is uniform. Formaldehyde is supplied as a 37% aqueous solution and stored tank in at ambient temperature and pressure. Next, both ammonia and formaldehyde are fed to the reactor, which is a continuous stirred tank reactor. The molar ratio of formaldehyde to ammonia is 3:2. The reaction occurs in the liquid phase and exothermic, so cooling water is used to control the reactor temperature. The reactor operates at 36 degrees Celsius and 1 atmosphere, and the conversion reaches about 98% based on formaldehyde. The reactor outlet then pass through an expansion valve to reduce the pressure to 0.8 atmosphere before entering the evaporator. The evaporator works under vacuum condition to concentrate the hexamine solution and prevent thermal decomposition. The outlet from evaporator is a slurry, which is sent to centrifuge to separate hexamine crystal from the liquid phase. The solid crystal are then transferred using screw conveyor. After that, the wet hexamine crystal enter the rotary dryer. In this unit, hot air supply by blower is used to remove remaining moisture. After drying, the product purity reaches approximately 99%. The dried product is cooled and transported by cooling conveyor to the ball mill, where it is ground powered from. The power is screened to obtain the desired particle size of 700 microns. Oversized particles are recycled back to the ball mill, while undersized particles are sent to silo for temporary storage. Finally, the hexamine product is packed in 25 kg bags and stored in the warehouse from distribution. That concludes the explanation of the process flow diagram for hexamine production. Next.
Okay, products in the design of the cyclone separator, we will do determining cyclones dimension and calculating the cyclone thickness. In calculating the cyclone thickness, which produce the values of the top cover thickness, bottom cover thickness, cell wall thickness, and cyclone height.
Okay, the last, in conclusion, this project-based learning showed that the design of hexamine plant using ammonia and formalin conclude that the Alexander-McLean process is applied. This process achieves a yield of up to 95% and conversion of 98%, making it a highly efficient method for industrial-scale hexamine production. In addition, the cyclone design calculation indicate that the cyclone shell thickness is 0.0043 meters, the plate thickness is 0.9500 inch, while the bottom cover thickness is 0.0054 meters. Furthermore, the overall cyclone height is 8.1659 meters.
Okay. Well, that's all we can present regarding the project-based learning we are working on. And jalan kaki ke perempatan, perginya buat beli bakwan. Maafkan semua atas kekurangan karena kesempurnaan lagunya Rizky Febian. We apologize for any errors and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.